This video will teach you how to create a rubric, which is a scoring guide that's used to evaluate the quality of responses. Not only does a rubric provide an educator with the consistency in evaluating work, but it also provides the learner a visual reminder of expectations on the quality of work that they are submitting. When you were in Module 1 and you created your course shell for an assignment, the rubric was embedded below the instructions. So in this video, we will walk through the steps on how to also create a rubric for our assignment that we previously created. So what we're going to do is access our course that we created in Module 1. Click on your folder for practice items. And because we are practicing adding a rubric, we are going to add it to our assignment that we created. Rubrics have a great place for assignments. Rubrics could also be used, of course, to create writing, or not to create, but to grade writing prompts. So under my assignment, I am going to click on the cogwheel so that I can go ahead and edit. Now, when we previously created our assignment, we left the scale and rubric to numeric just as a default. So we are going to change that so that we can use a rubric. So go ahead and create or click on new. And here is where you want to give your rubric a title that is going to best align with your assignment. If you choose to use this rubric over and over again, you might just want to leave the name a little generic. Okay, so I'm going to label mine Practice Rubric. And right here you will begin adding your criteria, how you are going to score the assignment or writing task. You also want to add a description. In your grading scale, that is where you will determine what best fits your needs for the assignment or test or quiz. I am going to leave this one as the default for 4, 3, 2, and 1. When I'm ready to add to my criteria, I will click the Add button, and I will continue to add to my rubric. Okay. If you choose to not use 4 for your grading scale, I can condense it or chop it down. If I want to get rid of the good, my mouse hovers over, once it's moving, it's hovering over that X, and I can just delete that. And I want to get rid of the needs improvement, so I'll just keep it at excellent and satisfactory. And I'm going to add one more criteria to my rubric. This is also where learning objectives would be beneficial, or a good component to add. And you can, of course, go to state standards. Schoology did put Virginia at the top. If you already know the particular strand, you can go ahead and do a search for it. And I can add or insert my learning objective and keep that. Now somehow I'm going to slide that down. Let's see if it will let me get rid of that. All right, so I have created my rubric for my assignment. Once I click create, my scale rubric now reflects the rubric that I just created, and I want to make sure that it's checked off to show to students if I want them to see it ahead of time. After I click Save Changes, I will now see the rubric that is embedded within my assignment.